Hi guys, I'm Bethany, your Community Officer, and this is my Accountability Panel video. My priorities have been around sustainability, housing and COVID. Today I'll be speaking about the work I've been doing since the start of January to ensure you are represented and your voices are heard. I attended the first Climate Emergency Working Group meeting in early March and felt that the university were being responsive to the issues we raised. I emphasised that we didn't want to greenwash the Climate Emergency Declaration and that climate emergency issues had to be taken seriously on upper level management meetings, including when buildings were being planned and the overall running of the university. Sustainability should not be an afterthought. We are now in talks about the logistics of some of the ideas proposed. As I have been working with the sustainability team over the past year, I'm aware of the work that has been done, but I asked the university why they weren't shouting about it. They agreed that their communication and transparency needs to be better, and they are now working with their marketing team on this issue. The university have also been working with Environment Kirklees to clear up the canal at the back of Castings, and have also been coordinating with IQ regarding their overfilling litter bins. I was also planning a Clear Out campaign with the British Heart Foundation and our sustainability team, but unfortunately this has been put on hold. I will keep you updated on my social media channels if this changes. Sustainability is a priority that I will be continuing in my second year, and I am determined that the university acts on student voice, doesn't leave it as an afterthought, and declares a climate emergency. As you may expect, my approaches to accommodation have changed quite a bit since the last panel. My focus has been on the transparency of halls to the students regarding the COVID situation. I've been working locally and nationally on responses from these providers and putting pressure on our halls to be clear and transparent about options available to our students. I have kept my eye on which halls accommodation providers have given which students viable options. I've heard appropriate responses from IQ, Host and Hello Student who have been proactive in ensuring students aren't left with additional worries in an already difficult situation. I had been frustrated with the response of Diggs, who is our university's preferred accommodation supplier, who took too long to provide options to students, even when they've cleared their rooms and given in their keys. Your officer team and I wrote an open letter to them, and then they announced a 50% reduction in rent for students who have handed in their keys. I believe that if you're not living in a property, you shouldn't have to pay any rent at all on it. Your officer team has written a letter to the university asking them to put more pressure on Diggs. I also want to acknowledge the activism of students living in Diggs accommodation, and I hope that their demands are listened to and acted upon. This student asks a bigger question of the expectations of our preferred supplier and why our preferred supplier are not delivering the same standards as suppliers that are not regarded as preferred. The university should be putting pressure on them to exceed the minimum standards expected. Hoodlets and the Advice Centre have been working with students, providing professional advice on accommodation issues. For students in private accommodation, I've been working with the NUS on what approaches they are taking to push the government to freeze or reduce rents nationwide. My main focus since lockdown has been on accommodation, but I have also been attending online society and community events such as Hood Movies Netflix parties, Representation Live, NUS quizzes and Huddersfield bid groups. I have hosted my own quiz on our Instagram and have also created a Spotify Throwback Thursday playlist. The Students' Union also produced a video thanking all key workers. There's now a COVID-19 hub on our website that has information on housing, safety net policy, officer updates and fun stuff to do. I've also been reaching out to students who have been active this year and asking them how I can make my second year as your community officer even better. If you have any further thoughts, please do contact me through any of the appropriate channels and we can chat further.